be interviewed.
I can imagine. Did you
It's
pick
been
the
a
grapes?
long season.
Yes.
Because the year was very difficult due to a lot of rain and a lot of fluctuation in the weather. So there was a lot of illnesses in the vineyards. We were one of the lucky ones that managed to save 95% of the vineyards this year, but the rest of the village and the people that do the same that we do, they barely saved 10%.
10%?
Yes.
Wow, because of the rain in May,
It was
June?
just one of those years, one in 100 years.
Wow, amazing.
My father doesn't remember a year like this.
Wow, that's your dad here?
Yeah.
Working? And
Just be careful.
Oh, yeah. And that's the juice you put in there now?
We have I call it the dirty space over there.
Yeah.
We grind we de-stem the red grapes into vats in another place, so we don't dirty this place up. So once it ferments with the fruits, we follow the gravity and then we pump it into those tanks and just drive it over here and then pump it into stainless steel. So that we don't do anything dirty in this space. This is slow fermentation, that's all white.
I saw.
This is white, this is red, this is red.
Yeah.
We dominantly make white wine because our customer base is mostly
White wine?
white wine, but we make two types of red wine as well. This is of course red, as you can see.
And you are from Medjugorje, you're from here?
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful.
This is our home.
And that was how it was done before, no? You lived by...
Yeah, we've been in, I mean, my last name has been on this location for, that we have evidence of, over 700 years.
700 years of producing wine. Your family?
Yes.
Wow.
We've been in generation out and generation in. Of course, it was done differently before without the technology, but still.
The same principles, huh?
The same ever since the...
That's
How
amazing.
far into history? I don't even know how far
It goes
it
back.
is. Yeah.
And
You just follow certain rules and regulations and charts, and
amazing.
of course, cleanliness is the most important thing.
Yeah, see, it's so clean and unbelievable, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah, you have to sanitize and sterilize everything, otherwise you could introduce different things into the wine, and then it could go bad, or the flavor could be altered. We try to make the two main varieties of grapes and wines for this region, Žilaka for the white wine and Blatina for the red wine.
Wow, unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I see you have the classes like the in the bag where the wine is put in afterwards.
Yeah. That's what we do. We don't do commercial labeling. We sell our wine as homemade wine. That's why we don't do cold stabilization. We only do a controlled fermentation. Build a system that cools the barrels down with a stainless steel spiral. So if you can feel it, it's very cold.
Wow, it's cool, yeah.
But I don't lower the temperature below 10 because at below 10 the cold stabilization starts to happen. Yeah. And then you remove the proteins out of wine. We don't like to do that. We like the proteins to stay in the wine.
Okay, amazing.
And most of the wineries do cold sterilization because they want to remove any visual issues in the bottles when they leave the bottles at different restaurants or stores. Yeah. Proteins go down if the wine is cooled below, I don't know, 6 degrees Celsius. And then no one wants to buy that bottle, but it's actually the good substance in the wine, proteins.
Proteins, okay. Yeah. And how long does it take to make now the fresh grapes into wine? Next year? Or?
Well, this is already wine, theoretically, because the fermentation stopped. Not this is white, but that's wine for sure.
That will be wine, okay.
Yeah, the sugars have been dissolved.
Okay.
But it needs to age somewhat. Like the white wine, we try to sell it, we try to offer it as fresh wine every year. So this year's harvest is going to be consumed next year.
Next year.
For the red wine, it takes a bit longer for it to mature.
And do you have like from every year still bottles? Like from 10 years ago, 20 years or no?
We do save some, but I'll tell you one thing. The industry doesn't want to talk about that. If the wine is stored, chemicals are added to it.
Say again? Yeah.
If the wine is stored for a longer period of time. There's no question about it that chemicals are added to it to preserve it. Okay. So we don't age our wine for too long because we don't want to add chemicals to preserve it.
Wow, beautiful.
We try to get our wine out to at the lowest price we can so that everybody can afford it rather than having an expensive aged wine that's loaded with different chemicals.
Wow, amazing, beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That is amazing. You got some barrels here, wooden barrels
Yeah,
here.
this
as well?
is double still brandy, single still brandy, and then we have different blends that are 20, 30 years old, stored in the glass bottles. This is, we call it sachami, which is a root-based flavorizer.
Yeah.
Very, very healthy. If you want to try it, I'll pour some. And then we have some others in the back, like
amazing.
herbal and cherry and.
Wow. Okay, sure.
Try this one.
It's okay. Yeah. And you make brandy as well?
Yeah, we have a small 5-stage distiller, 125 liters. We do small batches, custom batches for some of our customers.
Yeah.
But we also have some for us and for sales out of the wine cellar.
So this is brandy, you said, and this one here, what is this one?
Huh?
You said up there, what is up there, this one?
It's a root-based, what do you call it? Let me show you.
Yeah. And you put sugar in the wine? You have to put sugar there?
Sometimes you have to balance the sugars.
Yeah.
This year has been a difficult year, so maybe 100 grams were added per 100 liters, just to balance the grapes out to get the level of the alcohol.
Yeah.
We're not the only ones doing it. The big industry does even other things. We only do a little balancing with sugars. This is peculiar taste. You might not like it. It's
I tried out.
very strong. Be careful. But it's very healthy.
Wow. Ooh, that's strong.
Try yours.
How much alcohol is in there?
46.
46.
Try yours, opus.
I'm driving my bike, man. I can't drink too much of it. This is amazing. You check it out. This is too strong. And there's the dad. Son and dad working together. Isn't that beautiful here in Medjugorje? And over hundreds of years, they're doing this family business, the wine. That is how wine, the people lived by wine production before, here in Medjugorje before. And look at that, isn't that beautiful? The cross, the rosary. And another tank here, look at that, huge tank here. And they're checking the wine. And I'll leave you with this beautiful view here. It's checking now, it's nearly in there. Nearly done. That's it. So, bringing that stuff back. Wow, amazing.
Alright, we gotta go get the second batch.
Yep. And what would you tell people? Why should people come to Medjugorje one time?
Oh, besides the wine, spirituality, of course. Medjugorje is a pilgrimage destination, not a tourist destination. Although we do get a lot of touristy pilgrims. They just come here to take photos for their Instagram profiles.
Yes, exactly. And
unfortunately, that kind of ruined our youth and everything. And also, fight for your freedom, because these European Union countries are ruining it for all of us.
Yes. Yes.
One way or another.
We have to have the church in the town center, as you call it. You still have it, you know?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I gotta move the car over
Okay,
there.
thank you so much.